Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Subway Surf as we are back. What's this? No clue. It's still got the what? Ooh, this is cool. I can pick what character I have. Well, who am I currently? I'm Frank. There's no Frank one. I can't use a Frank. Have I even got him? I don't even know if I've got him. I'll use Tagbot for now, actually. No, you're not Jake. We'll just stay. We'll stay with Jake, to be honest. Right, that's pretty cool, I guess. Get result, okay. Cool. Oh, 2,000. Take that. What was it? It was 60,000 or 65,000, wasn't it? I think I remember our money. If you don't know what I'm talking about our money aim. We have an aim for something to unlock with coins and an aim for something to unlock with keys. I think keys were 120. Oh God, I don't know actually. No. Rose lava. No. Okay. Free. I'll have. Claim. Come on. Give. What is that? Okay, calendar. Have. Thank you. Missions. Forgive for any sniffing I've had. I was ill earlier in the week, and yeah. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Me. Boards. Oh yeah, so the coins, I think. I think they were both boards, to be honest. Yeah, 60,000 coins is what we want. Oh, I forgot what the keys was, you know. What was that? 45. That's the... honestly, I can't remember. I'm bad at remembering. Forgive. That's 40. It's 30. I have to do it every episode because I forget. $30 keys, okay. Yeah, so I think it's 30 keys and we want her second outfit, and then for the coins we want 60,000 to get the special board. Shop. Free. I got that again. What is that? Events. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Finally. Right. Word hunt. We can finally get our mission completed today and pick up 500 coins with super sneakers. Love that. We'll use the score booster. And roll under. Get this on. Get this on. Come on. Yes. On time. Okay, there's pogo stick. We'll have pogo stick. We've got boots. We haven't got boots, but we've got a jetpack. Have that. That's more coins. Bang, 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 bang. Got that. Currently listening to Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. Great diss track. What can I talk about? Ooh, more boxing. It seems I always have something boxing related to talk about when I start these Subway Surfers. Last night, I was watching MISFITS X Series 15, Luke versus Paige Van Sant. But before it came on, I watched the Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall fight. Decent fight, to be fair, and I thought the right man won. Obviously, like, the scorecards robbed Josh Taylor a bit, because obviously, like, they had it so many rounds to Jack Catterall, and I think that's what, you know, people were upset about. But I definitely think Jack Catterall won the fight. I think he won the first 6 rounds, and then Josh Taylor won rounds 7, 8, 9, and 10. And in the last two championship rounds, I gave it Jack Catterall. So I would have gave it 8 rounds to 4 in favour of Jack Catterall. And obviously, some people were saying it was biased because Josh Taylor won the first fight, when it was in a controversial decision. So some people are saying Jack only got the win because of that. But no, I think it was quite clearly a Jack Catterall win. I think he won majority of the rounds. Then MISFITS X Series 15 started, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. First match out on kickoffs is what they're calling them now because they're on kick. You know. It was Return of Fangs, who last time I saw her, MISFITS X Series 6, I believe, and she faced, right, so originally she was meant to be on MISFITS X Series 3 against Barbie, which never happened. Which, looking back now, if that had happened, that would have been a long day for Fangs. Plus the size difference. No one ever knew Bobby was going to be that big back then. And then that didn't happen. Then Misfits X Series 06, she was scheduled to fight Minx, and then that never happened. And she got Alina Vampira on short notice. That turned out to be a curse for Fangs, because Alina Vampira was the best Misfits fighter I'd seen at that point. And she destroyed her, which was unfortunate for Fangs. But it was a short notice opponent, couldn't expect the skills, so you couldn't blame her, technically. We haven't seen her since then, and she comes back at X Series 15, 9 X Series later, and she's facing someone called Alicia Megan, is what they said, but I think it's Alicia Megan, I don't know, her story is just obviously a Christian, but she used to be in the military. I heard she had a fight for, hadn't seen it, so I didn't know what she was going to come out on. But I was praying, you know, Fangs, just for our own, like, dignity, just like, please train, do something good. You know, she's a mother, you don't want your ma going on telly getting, you know, embarrassed. But also, like, she used to do videos with the Sidemen, so she used to kind of have a bit of relevancy, and, like, the talk now is that just fell off, and I just thought, prove them wrong. I mean, I'm not, like, a Fangs fan or nothing, but, like, you know, I just thought, prove them wrong. You know what I mean? Show them you mean business. But, like, the way, like, our whole attitude was, especially as the fight drew closer, you know, there was no confidence. She was lazing around, and, like, she walked to the ring like she didn't want to be there. And it was just concerning, really. I was just like, yeah, she ain't winning this, is she? Alicia Megan, no matter what the skill was, Alicia Megan wanted to be there. She wanted to be there, and that already puts, like, her on a massive advantage. How did I not get those super boots, by the way? But yeah, so, like, first round, I mean, is an immediate, like, first 20 seconds, it was a bit promising for Fangs because she hit a decent shot, and it looked like she dropped Alicia Megan, but they called it a slip, but it looked like she could have dropped her there. And she definitely learned to throw hands better, and she could definitely probably take a shot better, but she was still scared of the shots, turned away from the shots, she couldn't take them. And you could just tell she hadn't put in the work, she wasn't in shape, and she wasn't actually there to be in the ring. I think she was taking the payday. And I don't know what it is. There probably was things going on in her normal life that makes her not train. But if she's going to do it again, she better train. She better think carefully about, you know, picking opponents and, you know, fighting. She better take it seriously. So that was sad to see. But good fight from Alicia and Megan. You know, her fangs got dropped in slow motion. Like, it was something else, you know. But I think the right decision was made, and that was something about Misfits X Series 15. Every fight had the right decision made. Then, also on the kickoffs, Alina Vampira. First of all, she went from beating Fangs in her debut in quite an impressive showing. That wasn't given enough credit. Thank you to True Jodie and the Small Council who pointed it out and helped get her the shot against Julie Porker. You know, it was quite something. And then she fought Julie Porker on Misfits 11. And obviously she lost, but, like, you know, everyone loses to Julie Porker. But then I find it funny, from being co-main event for the Cruiserweight Women's Championship to being on the kickoffs. I thought that was quite harsh. But then she was fighting someone called Loza, who's apparently a former football player. And she's done boxing matches before. And you know, it was decent, you know, for the first 2 rounds. No, it was 4 2-minute rounds. Hang on, pick up 15,000 coins, score 120,000 points in 1 round. 15 power ups, well, on the left, okay. You know, for the first, I thought the first 2 rounds, Loza did well. She put the pressure on. She was hitting powerful shots. But then in the 3rd and 4th, I thought Alina Vampira managed to adjust and just catch her at the right time, fight her on the inside. She learned to, like, get close up and fight her on the inside. Oh, that was so bad for me. She learned to get close up and fight her on the inside. And honestly, I had it 2 rounds to 2, no drops. So it only made sense that it was a draw, and the draw was made, and I thought that's good. That was a good decision. And then the show started off, and immediately as the show started off, they told us, well, we would have had OJ Rose versus Brendan Kelly, but apparently somehow the fight was off. Didn't tell me why, but the fight was off. So that was sad to say. So immediately out was Killer B versus someone Fernandez. I forgot what her name is. What you want? Shut up. What was her name? Someone Fernandez, but she was meant to be a pro boxer from pro boxing family. And Killer B was meant to be like a trained fighter. So I was expecting a bit of a technical matchup. And we did get that. It started off in the first round, maybe, Fernandez, showing off her boxing skill, being a bit elusive, hitting her with decent shots. But then as the rounds went on, I think it was 4 rounds. Yeah, as the rounds went on, Killer B landed the most significant shots. She thought more about her shots. Her shot selection was a lot better than Fernandez's. So I thought it was probably 3 rounds to 1 for Killer B, so I thought she probably should have won, and she did, and I thought, right decision again. There we go. That was the 3rd women's fight. We finally then got a men's fight. Anthony Vargas versus Jeremy Park. Anthony Vargas, last time I seen him, he was a last-minute tag team partner for Ice Poseidon, just not the best thing. In a tag team match against Pineda and B-Dave, who had experience and were prepared for a fight. He lost that one, unfortunately. He probably had no boxing experience, and Poseidon lost the fight for him. So that was a bit tragic. So we were hoping a bit more from him this time. And Jeremy Park, he was a big muscular guy, and obviously athletic. I think his whole content is based off of gym and gym challenges and stuff like that. So you can expect athleticism from him. But one thing about this, just because you're good in one sport does not mean you're good at boxing. We thought he could tire easily. You might not be able to take a punch. The power might not translate. Just look at Arms Corleone. But honestly, the fight was decent. Anthony Vargas got to show what he's capable of, with decent jabs and nice shot selections and 1-2s. And then Jeremy Park was hitting powerful shots as expected, and was kind of being the aggressor, but he wasn't thinking about his shots, so he wasn't landing as clean as Anthony Vargas. I thought by the end of 4 rounds, Anthony Vargas had been the smarter boxer, picked the better shots, and I thought Anthony should have got the win, and he did get the win. So again, Misfits made the right decision again. And then we had Yuri Gang TV versus Lil Cray Cray, the former fight for the lightweight tournament, which got called off on Misfits 13 because of the bomb threat, and Lil Cray Cray was winning that fight, allegedly. So this time out, they're saying, Lil Cray Cray might win, or Yuri Gang needs to make adjustments. Well, first round out, Lil Cray Cray thought, nah, I'm not even going to box how I used to. Lil Cray Cray tried knocking him out, and he was hitting him with heavy shots, and only one of them looked like they hurt Yuri Gang. Like, Yuri Gang was eating the shots. He did not care. He was ready to take those shots, and that was impressive from Yuri Gang. And then round 2, Yuri Gang decided, I need to come back. I need to earn my name back after that first round, and he did. He won the second round, in my opinion. And then he won then Yuri Gang also won the 3rd round because he was good. He came up close with his guard, so it wasn't as easy to hit him, and he was throwing those uppercuts to the body and the head. The referee was dying to catch Yuri Gang with a point taken off him for low blows. He was constantly calling low blows, even though some of them weren't that low, but respectable. These 2 referees doing his job. So I gave Yuri Gang round 2 and 3. And then Lil Cray Cray came back and won round 4. So in my opinion, it was all down to round 5. I think Yuri Gang did enough to nick that round. I thought 3 rounds to 2. It was a very close fight, both very technical. I was quite impressed. Very technical. Great fight though. I won't even lie. Great fight. So I thought, Yuri Gang's nicked this, but I thought they might go Lil Cray Cray because he was more aggressive. And obviously the favourite, people are convinced from the last fight that Lil Cray Cray was winning, so I thought he may be in favourite, but I thought the judges should score it in Yuri's favour, and they did. Yuri got the win by split decision. I thought that is a good decision. That is very impressive. Again, I'll get back to this at the end of the video. Then we had the start of the Cruiserweight tournament. We had Tristan Ham versus Le'Veon Bell. Tristan Ham talked a lot of smack Le'Veon Bell in the build-up, and is coming off of his only win against not Logan Paul. It was a bold move taken on Le'Veon Bell, and I thought that surely there's no way he beats Le'Veon Bell. And I'm glad Le'Veon Bell won because, they had this talk of, first of all, they had this talk of getting humbled in this build-up. But I really feel like Tristan Ham got humbled because in that first round, he went out swinging at Le'Veon Bell, and he couldn't put him down. And then in the following rounds that led on, Le'Veon Bell was just boxing better. He was catching him. He was hitting him with jabs. He even dropped him at one point. Questionable drop, but he dropped him. A drop was a drop. You know, and it looked like Tristan Ham couldn't deal with the pressure, and he was too tired and he couldn't deal with it. And he actually got humbled, and I think he felt what being taken into the deep waters was like, because obviously not Logan Paul was a walking punching bag. So Le'Veon Bell, I think, obviously deservedly won that fight. So again, another right decision. Then the main event, El Brook versus Paige Van Zandt. A champion, El Brook, who powerful hitter, versus a pro fighter. Not a pro boxer, but bare knuckle boxer, UFC fighter, AEW wrestler. You know, basically done everything but boxing with gloves. You know. So it was interesting to see how this would go. In the first round, El Brook drops Paige Van Zandt. And then the whole fight was kind of Paige putting on the pressure on El Brook, and El Brook timing shots and hitting a good jab followed by a right hand, like a good one too, with a powerful right hand. So it was pressure and technique versus timing and power. So it was basically, by the end of the fight, I thought probably 3-2 in favour of Paige Van Zandt, but El Brook had dropped Paige, which was a 10-8, which basically was like scoring at 3-3. So I thought the fight could possibly be a draw here, but I wasn't, I was tired when I was watching this. I was thinking, I don't actually know what's happening here. And then they called it a draw, and I thought, you know what, that's a fair decision. So overall on this whole card, what did we learn? Well, there was booked 4 men's fights and 4 women's fights. One of the men's fights didn't happen, so we've got 3 men's fights and 4 women's fights. So it shows, first of all, the women can fight, because there was at least one woman in each fight that could fight. In all the fights, both women could fight. It was just Fangs that couldn't. So the women can fight. I thought obviously it might be the Texas Commission, but all the rounds being 2 minutes for the women was, a bit like, come on, give them 3 minutes. But good, they can utilise women, that shows good. It shows that the new judging system is better because, Misfits notoriously, especially the Prime card, had very dodgy decisions. Right, but that's just not fair. Have very dodgy decisions and maybe obviously questionable winners. This time we had right winners. Every decision I believe was right. There was not a single controversial decision, even the draws. But I also think it shows we need longer fights because these 5-round fights, start the Misfits would have 3-round fights, but these 5-round fights felt like they were over in no time and we didn't get to see much of the fighters. So if maybe fights start getting up to 6 to maybe 8 rounds for main event fighters, and we get longer, because I thought El Brook versus Paige Van Zandt probably could have gone longer because we needed a better definitive result. We didn't have enough time to see who was actually better. We had a couple minimal rounds where not much happened in those rounds, so we didn't really get to see much of it. So it's hard to judge. So I think longer rounds would be good. But apart from that, it was good. Good show. I rate it. Not a single knockout on the night. They all went the distance, which is something different. So can't complain. Decent card. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.